What up, world? This is another episode of Sweet 16s where we get your favorite artists to recite the sweetest lyrics they ever wrote. This week we are live. This episode we are live at the WayHome Festival, and we have a special guest. I'll let them introduce themselves to you, and they go by the name of
Dear Rouge, and I'm Danielle.
And I'm Drew.
You too.
I'm so happy to have you on my show.
We're
so
happy
many
to
good
be
things
here.
about you guys. Have you guys performed yet? Or?
No, a couple hours from now. We're pumped. This is amazing to be a part of such a cool lineup and a great first year festival. It's amazing.
That's right. Well, this show, as you know, as we spoke about, is about the lyrics.
Oh, so hard to pick your favorite lyrics.
To pick your favorite lyrics. But we want to know, how did we get to these favorite lyrics that you wrote? Where did you guys start? Like, I started writing when I was like 9 years old. And I know how my process was and what made me start. What was it that made you start? You played the guitar. You know, did you start writing lyrics before that, or was it the guitar and the lyrics? Maybe start with.
I started coming up with little like ditties on the guitar when I was like in grade 8, and I was taking guitar lessons. And I had an older brother, and he's like, "Hey, I'll give you a pair of my Adidas shorts that I really wanted if you write a song."
Nice. That's sweet incentive.
Yeah, and so I was like, no problem. So I did it at night and got the shorts, and that's where I started.
Nice. Do you remember the song?
Yeah, it's really bad. I'm not gonna play it for you.
Just a little bit.
No, I don't think I remember it. I don't think I remember it.
Okay, what about you?
I started, I think, around 13.
Okay.
And my mom was a singer, and I just always thought that she was amazing. And I just was
beautiful.
always drawn to beautiful music, and thought that I could write a song. And I think it was about dreaming but really being awake, and like it was like super deep, and I was like on my like Casio keyboard, like playing with the beat on my keyboard and like really getting into it.
Nice.
But I also had a mentor, this kind of guy who was close to our family, and he said, you could really write songs, you know, like you could really do this if you wanted. And I was like, really? You think I could? And he was like, yeah, just keep trying it. And I just like, I believed him. So I just kept writing songs and loved doing it and loved expressing myself that way. So
Beautiful. And how did it progress from there? Where did you go? Because you started writing.
Yeah.
Right.
You guys both started off on different topics. How did it get to what you speak about now, what you write about now?
Well, I think a big incentive is when I met Danielle, she had this enthusiasm, and she was like playing acoustic guitar, singer-songwriter stuff. I'm like, man, we gotta get in the studio, we gotta write a song, try a song together where it's like energetic, pop rock. And so that's how we started. She was from Alberta, and I was out in Vancouver. Okay. Went in the studio, and in a day we came up with our first song. And it was like, it was really cool. So we recorded it, and that's kind of what set Dear Rouge off.
And that started the magic.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Cool. Who would you say were your major influences? I mean, you said your mother was a singer.
Yeah, my grandpa was really influential to me as well.
Dear Rouge specifically, I remember, both of us listening to like early Yeah Yeah Yeahs.
Okay.
And we were just like, man, it's got this spunk to it, it's really, really cool. Phoenix, Killers, they were like, for Dear Rouge stuff, it's like really good. Like,
but do you mean early years, like when we were younger influences, like when we were kids?
Yeah, that and even what influenced you now. I mean, influences do change, and new bands come along, new artists come along. I know for myself, and they don't change where you're going, especially when you kind of know who you are. You kind of get in your own groove, but you tailor it a little bit. You start to and they might add on to what you're doing.
Yeah, because before when I was younger, I loved like folky artists, and I loved like I actually really liked Sarah McLachlan lyrics. I thought she was like super deep, and I just was such a deep child. I don't know.
So was I. It was
my mom's
why
like,
are you too young to be singing this stuff? Nobody's gonna get it. Nobody's gonna believe you.
Totally. But yeah, that's true. It's definitely changed over the years, and now I feel like I love lyrics that are about relationships mostly, but like said in a really interesting way, like just different. And I love St. Vincent. Her lyrics are just weird and interesting, or any lyrics that kind of are saying something in a completely weird way. Like even The Weeknd, like I can't feel my face when I'm with you,
Exactly.
but I love it. You're like,
Exactly.
nobody's ever said that before, and that's why it's awesome,
Music,
right?
sometimes people can take the one line and make it into that everybody else could say and somebody else isn't, like, whoa,
Yeah.
now I understand what they're talking about.
Totally.
So is there any songs that you have that you feel do that for your fans?
Well,
That's a hard question.
yeah,
is so
it's really
hard.
difficult. But there's one that is so special to us because it kind of started Dear Rouge off.
Okay.
It was our first single from our debut album, and you know, we didn't really have any expectations, but we were really proud of the song.
Okay.
And then it went out, and Canadian radio adapted it, like played it, and now we play it in our set, and everyone sings along. It's that.
Oh, wow.
It's that first of everything for us. So it's really
That's a beautiful
special.
feeling when they sing along too. As a
Yeah.
singer, especially
Oh,
you're
yeah.
out there, you just relax. Your stomach, you know,
Yeah.
your stomach.
No, that's like one of my favorite things ever.
First time
It's
it
a special
happened, did you
thing.
kind of like go
Yes.
into autopilot?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's-
We looked at each
Yeah,
other
I
like,
remember.
what?
Yeah, this is good. Yeah, we're like, we could get used to this.
Yeah. Well, one more question before we get into your Sweet 16. I know it was hard to pick this one.
Oh, buddy.
But you know, when you what's your process like? Because now it's two of you.
Well, it changes every time because we write a lot together. You know,
Right.
when it first started, we would actually, it was hard for us. You know, we didn't have that like natural connection where we were sitting together and the song was fleshed out. It was kind of like, email me the idea. I'm going to go work on it by myself. But over time, we've gotten better at like working well together, and we write a lot together. So, you know, sometimes it's a hook that I come up with and Danielle starts doing lyrics. Sometimes it's she has a musical idea. Sometimes it's a beat. Like, we're kind of all over the map, and wherever the inspiration is, we just try and focus on that and direct ourselves.
But the other
towards it.
day I was sitting on the beach, like we had a day off, it was amazing, and we were sitting there, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna write like 50 different like song ideas, and
Yeah.
just get them all, like a lyrical idea, like I don't know, Sky High or so, I don't know, that's a really bad one, but
No,
just
no, I
any,
understand.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean, like Trainwreck or something like that. It would be cool to write a song about this, or it'd be cool to write a song about this, or maybe this is a dumb idea, but I'll just write it down. Like, so I just like, and you kind of just do that. You just flesh
top-level.
out tons of different ideas, and then, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you go to a creative writing class, the first thing they tell you is just write.
Yeah.
Don't look back. I was just speaking to somebody earlier when we were doing our fan 16s. He's like, you know, it's so hard because I'll start writing a couple lines and I get lost and I don't know where to go from there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if you start thinking about peanut butter and jelly, then write about peanut butter and jelly, and
Yeah.
and eventually it'll turn into something.
Yeah,
You
and we
know?
just wrote a song. It was called "What's All the Fuss," and it's just about like having to be in like the scene with everybody, and that it's like it's not as cool as you maybe think it is sometimes. But the first like the first time through, it was like it's okay, and then we'll like go back to it and like try to edit it again, and you just like edit it until you feel like it's like this is really well said or really interesting, and I think people could sing this part, or we should have a part in here, like, and so it's just this process, right?
Yeah.
So I lied. One more question. You know, who would you say is your top 5 dead or alive that do exactly what we just talked about?
Like I said, St. Vincent. Recently, I'll give a few, and then you can give a few.
Yeah, sure.
I love Florence and the Machine's new album.
Okay.
Big
Haven't heard
Habloo.
it yet. I'll check it out.
It's just so well written, and it's like what I love. It's deep, but it's different, and it's like about love, but it's really, really like catchy, and so I love that album.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I really like TV on the radio because they they meld their lyrics
Love
with
that
the music. Like what they're talking about is what I'm feeling through the music. As soon as when I play the record, I love it. I'm in right away. I like first track. I'm like, these guys are great.
I'm a Counting Crows fan. I keep saying that.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
that's-
Oh.
August and
very
everything
good.
after. I'm an August and everything after fan.
Okay.
Everything
yeah,
after is cool,
nice.
but that's the album that got me.
We had
That's cool.
a long December came up on our playlist because we were in California, so we were listening to songs written about California, and that one came on. And you know, I had an older brother in university when Counting Crows were really popular, so I kind of like checked out. You know, he was like Counting Crows, Dave Matthews. I'm like, I don't like it. But when the song came on, it's just a well-written song.
It is.
Yeah, and
it
it's
is.
like
check out Anna Begins or you know,
Yeah.
Omaha.
Yeah.
Perfect Blue Buildings.
Totally.
Yeah, those are some of my favorites.
That's
Well, let's make our influences and our top 5 or favorite artists proud.
Yeah.
And let's hear your Sweet 16.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the first song that we were talking about that kind of went on radio. First song that people sang along to, and it just means a lot to us.
Beautiful.
I heard a little siren noise while I was walking out my door. And I had a little bit of doubt this would really be worth it all. Do it, 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 do it. All my fires, I'm not putting out, I'm not putting down. Oh, save me last. I'm outnumbered now, I'm outnumbered now. And the cause was the reaction. All my fires.
Nice. That was
There you
so
go.
sweet.
Okay.
Sweet. Thank you very
No
much.
problem. Thank you.
Thank you for being on my show, man.
Hey, we love it.
Honestly,
Thanks for having
I really
us.
enjoyed this
Thank you.
interview. You know, artists, we can talk forever.
Oh, we
Yeah.
can talk
We
forever.
can talk forever.
We'd
I
be here
always
for
feel like,
days.
oh man, there's so much I want to say. But yes, I really did appreciate this. I really
Thank you
did
so
enjoy this
much.
episode.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
And that is another episode of Sweet 16s, y'all. This was great. Make sure you check us out next time. Peace. One love. Exclaim Media, Rain Media. Let's keep it going. One love. You know, this might get a lot of people mad, but there's a line that Cassie says, and I know Cassie is not everybody's favorite artist, but I know she probably didn't write it, but she says, and it's really simple, but she says, you know, them other guys have been talking about the way I do what I do. They heard I was good. They want to see if it's true. Now, I mean, that's simple, and and we all know that, but it's the way she said it. I was like, that's just so dope.